Mike 0 Fox X-Ray Bravo Ham Radio Diary.
Mike 6 November Victor Oscar. Although I put it Mike 6, not very obvious.
We're running and talking. Trying to keep up.
Mike 7 Charlie India Victor. I like that. My question is, I'm coming through to you on GB3 Lima Lima. It's obviously the call. Sorry, it's the calling channel for that repeater, isn't it? Now, if you've made arrangements that you're going to call somebody through on that same repeater or whatever,
I
come on to it,
with
because you don't particularly want to interrupt somebody who's around.
running.
You do a break and just do the call for the person you're trying to get to.
Canadian contact, so
When
very happy to
you
make
cancel,
your
then you go to a
So,
channel.
I won't tie up this talk group much longer. For others, but it was fantastic to hear from you. You sound great here. Enjoy your run this morning and enjoy the rest of your weekend. All the best to you, my friend. Thank you so much for responding, and hope you have a great weekend. VA3QY, this is Case 1 PIV. Standing by. Thank you for the comment. I forgot I was on call 1. I thought it was on the call focus. We're both on GMR, both on the 91 stop. Have a wonderful, hopefully relaxing day. Victor Alpha 3, Kilo Yankee, out to the 45.
ON3RVL.
Kilo 0 Union City. Kilo Charlie 1. Victor, good morning. This is Delta 1 of the radio.
CT3.
Very good morning. James, Kilo Charlie 1, India. This is Papa Delta 1 Service. Returning from the Netherlands, my name is Peter, and I'm about 20 miles southeast of Amsterdam. That's a half-hour drive by car. Over. 81OW TC1 PIV. Yeah, I've been to the Netherlands twice. I've been to Amsterdam and to Utrecht, and absolutely loved it over there. Beautiful, beautiful country.
You've got colour codes and tool groups and
In the world still.
like 2 metre subsea suns and stuff like that. It's dead easy to program. If you've got cheaper radios, you use Chirp. If you've got the A2 ones, you use RT systems or something. And those are easy to program. But when it comes to DMR, I don't find it anywhere near as easy to program. So I would suggest getting somebody that knows a lot about it before wiping it, because you could wipe it and then have extreme difficulty in getting it set up again. I would suggest when you go to wipe one channel at a time that you don't want, and you can move them around a lot. There's a lot you can do. Get somebody who knows what they're doing with that to show you, rather than just wipe it. Back to you. Yeah, Mike 6 November Victor.
Mike 7, Charlie India Victor.
Papa Delta 1. What's happy to you?
Shrewsbury. Just talking about the programming issues, I'm speaking to you at the moment on the A2 FTM 300. And we had a major problem programming that.
Charlie 1, Papa India Victor. Yes.
For the micro SD card.
Was a weekend accident. For the canals, we did all the touristy stuff, and we also found some of the spots that were nice and some that weren't so nice, like any city. The second trip was to Utrecht, and I thought Utrecht was a very beautiful city as well. So again, very happy to go there again and again and again. Thoroughly enjoyed myself. Yes, for the hurricanes, we typically get the combination of them. When the hurricane it's usually more southerly than along our area. What happened is it works its way north, and unfortunately we catch unlocked rain comes through, which I guess is kind of a trade-off, considering the other option is to get hit with 80, 90, 100-mile-an-hour wind.
Aligns more with our values, but it's still going to, give us really good bang for our buck.
So what did the company actually do?
Our lovely co-founders went away and brought in a financial advisor who then sat down with each one of us.
All the best to you and your family. Have yourself a great rest of your day. So, Papa Delta 1, Oscar Whiskey. This is Kilo Charlie 1, Papa India Victor. Wishing you 73, my friend. Great contact. We'll chat with you soon. Back to you. Okay, Kilo Charlie 1, Papa India Victor James. This is
Right?
Two MTM 300Ds, and how I program those is ever so easy. I've got the RT systems card out the radio. Into the transfer from the SD card onto the computer. Then you've got a basis to work on. Then you would do all your adjustments and alterations, knock things off, add things on, whatever you want. Then transfer it from the computer onto the SD card. Put the SD card back in the radio, and transfer from the SD card onto the radio, which is all straightforward bits. It's just a matter of making sure you're going into the right menus, and it works ever so easy. I can do that as easy as anything, no trouble at all. It's brilliant programming, but the RT Systems program is the best one to use, not the Yaesu one.
Yeah, my 6 November Victor Oscar. The other thing that annoys me, like I say, all my radios apart from this one, I've got an Anytone, but the Yaesus, I do like the Yaesus, but like I say, ironically it's ridiculous. I mean, I'm an electromechanical engineer working in factories, and I mean, I'm in my 50s now, but I still have to get the apprentices to go through all the screens for setting up machinery and that lot. And like I say, it's quite embarrassing when it comes down to the fact I can't even maybe program a radio. Back to you.
Yeah, Roger, yeah. That's a thing. I'm at Dudley, West Midlands. I don't think it's terribly a long distance away from you, is it?
sir? I missed the question, sorry.
Yeah, my home QTH is Dudley, West Midlands. 15 miles.
That's dual DR mode. 7.3, all the best. Perfect speed, just the timeout timer when you transmit on your Anytone 878. So you just go menu, go down to settings, then down to radio set, then other functions, and then look, TX timer. Mine's set on 240 seconds. So that's 4 minutes, isn't it? So if your radio keeps timing out, it's probably set to 60 seconds or something. Mine's on 240. Okay, there are other settings for a group call within your code plug as well. 7.3, all the best. Mike 0, Fox X-Ray Bravo, ham radio, diary. So if you see here, see the way you've got a D and an A? That means you're receiving on both bands. So digital is the top one. That's what the D stands for. A is the bottom one. That's what the analog stands for. But you're receiving both, but you can only hear one at a time.
And I don't use it as much as...
So at the moment we're hearing the B band. So if we select the A band.
Yes. Lived in, born in Scotland, lived in...
If you want to mute, you just
ocean, stuff like
push
that.
the red button. And then that will mute the B band. And when the A band becomes active, you will hear it. That's unmute.
I'm really not sure I could manage.
When they're both active, they're both green.
So I think
if the A band is not active, it's black. 7.3. FXB side by side with the Bofung 1702 budget radio. For you can get these for £40 on eBay, and the Anytone 878 Mark II APRS received version, which are about £200 to purchase thereabouts. So they're both VHF, UHF, DMR radios. The main positive with the Anytone would be that this one has got 500,000 contacts that you can store on the database CSV file, where the Anytone I think is only 16,000. But otherwise, I've tested and they both have excellent audio reports. They both work really well on DMR. I've tested them on analog, FM. Let's see if I can turn that, see if we get some audio in here. Analog, FM, both work great. Both got very detailed menus. Both have GPS, so that's a GPS lock there. That's analog coming through. That's a GPS lock just here.
This is Mike.
See if we can see the info. Go down, we'll go down to settings and we'll see if we can find the GPS. Go down, I think it's 15. Yeah, GPS, click OK. Then down to position. There's the position. When there's a lock, your position will be here. So on the Anytone, we'll go menu. Let's go down to GPS. And let's go to info. Yeah, again, no lock. But if there was a lock, you would have, information. The Anytone has APRS. The Bofung 1702 DMX has APRS and apparently has talker alias. But I've tried loading the firmware on this and I can't do it. So at the moment it hasn't got it. Yeah, the Anytone 87 has talker alias. What is talker alias? Well, it means you don't need a CSV file. Anyone that's transmitting using talker alias will transmit all their details here. Both color screens. All right, the color on this, on the Anytone, you can control and change the colors. On this, there's no channel change knob in the middle here. You're using the up and down buttons. Both got very extensive menus, but the Anytone has a super duper amount of functionality. So it is the sort of Rolls Royce, if you ask me, of DMR radios. This Anytone does have Bluetooth. The Bofung doesn't have Bluetooth. Receive wise, they both seem very similar to me, and they can both receive dual band A and B, sub and main band, but not at the same time. You'll only hear one at a time, and you can mute one half, or you can just select one half. Well, on the Bofung, you view both, but you mute the other one. They both go into VFO mode. Hold down the back button, I think, on the Bofeng for VFO mode. And they're all programmable buttons. So you've got 1, 2, 3 that I can think of. Then obviously these ones here. And on the Bofeng, 1, 2, 3. Both do DTMF. On this one, look, you just, when you're in out, click OK. Let's go back out of here. Go back out. It's because I'm not in analog. A stands for analog, so we go to the B band. And then when we hit this, look, we can now put in a DTMF code, key the mic. You get DTMF, and the same really for this radio. If you do that, hold the, when you're on FM and type the keys, you've got DTMF. Now this one has DTMF memory.
Victor, my name's Ben.
That's
I'm located in Whitby in North Yorkshire, England. Lovely sunny day here today.
Okay. I'll show you the volume on. This is the volume on.
Not been on Talk Group 91 for a couple of months, so I thought I'd just.
That's the Bofeng.
Listen out and see what everyone's.
That's the Anytone. The Anytone can go a lot louder.
Things like that. So yeah, thank you for the reply.
They're both loud radios, both good audio reports. There's the amount of zones and contacts and all that kind of stuff. You can definitely get more in the Anytone, but you way more than you'll ever need in the Bofeng. So for me, pound for pound, the Bofeng is actually a winner. Both got big juicy batteries, 2200 milliamp on this one. Can't remember that, but they both run well. Both come with charging docks, and you know the microphone PTT on these is very low cost anyway. Similar antenna connections, LED light here and here. So I can't really think of anything else, but I'm sure there's lots more. 5 watt. I think the Anytone has got super turbo power, so it might be 6 watt. And loads more functions, so check it out, see what you think. 7.3, all the best. 0FXB, welcome to my channel. So just a quick one here on cross-moding with the OpenSpot 3 and the ICOM ID52. So right now, we turn it up. So we're on OpenSpot 3 and we're connected on with a D-Star connection, reflector 1 Charlie, and it's sending a signal to my ICOM ID52, which is in single receive at the moment. If we want, we can turn the scope on. We just go menu and scope, and then when people talk, the scope will show up. It shows up here. We can change this if we want, so it shows more, like so. Anyway, so let's show you how to cross mode. So the main thing is here on our phone. You can do this on the computer, but on our phone, and you could be on 4G. Just go quick setup. We're on a D-Star radio, and let's say we want to go to Brandmeister, and we can do a search here. We'll put in worldwide. There it is there, 91 worldwide, and then we'll turn it up and we'll hit connect. Turn it up.
OpenSpot connected to Brandmeister 5051.
So you can see we're on DMR, Talk Group 91. Now let's do it again. So we'll go quick search here, quick setup, and we're always on, because if it was a Yaesu radio, we would hit C4FM first, or if it was a DMR radio, we would hit DMR first. So we're on a D-Star radio. So again, D-Star. And let's say we want this time go to a YSF reflector. And look, we've got CQ UK here. Connect. This is how easy it is. I'll just show you what the OpenSpot looks like.
YSF reflector 27793.
So there's the OpenSpot 3 in the background. This can go in your pocket. It can go at home. It's got a USB-C connector. It has a built-in battery. It just works great. Yeah, lots of videos about how to use this. Anyway, right now there's no activity, but we're on CQ UK. So let's try America Link. So we're quick D-Star radio again, And we're going to go YSF reflector. And you can search either by number. There goes my dog who's going to go for a walk soon. Mazzy, Americ link. Let's try and get this. No, do the correct search a minute. Okay, US America link. And we'll hit connect. Let's turn it up.
Open spot connected to YSF reflector 32592.
And if there's activity, we will just be able to talk as normal. And all we've set here is in our DR memories, we've just set the frequency of our open spot and a 0 shift. We still set the top half to use reflector. And if I key the mic now, M0FXB for an audio check. Mike 0 Foxtrot X-Ray Bravo. Trying to keep my fingers out of the way. You can. It's not touch screen on the 52.
Station of the regional check. You're getting no problems. Good for your audio. No problems there.
M0FXB returning to 2W0 Foxtrot November. Yeah, thanks for the audio check. I'm just actually testing an ICOM 52 that's come from Japan on with an open spot 3. My name's Andreas and I'm located in Weston-super-Mare. Back to you.
Good morning then, Andreas. Long time since we've spoken. Yes, mate, it seems to be working fine. No problem there at all, mate. It's very clear audio.
You can actually tap the screen here.
What can I say? It sounds perfect to be true.
We go straight to QRZ, and that's who I'm talking to. Isn't that excellent? With the open spot 3, and then we can just exit and come back out. Oh, brilliant. Well, thanks very much. You've now just starred in my latest video, so look it up on M0FXB, YouTube, and catch you later from Weston-super-Mare. Take care, 7-3, all the best.
Yeah, Andreas, and this is Robert in Cardiff, South Wales. We have spoken together a couple of times, and I've seen a few of your YouTube videos there. So, and you were friends with a few of my people I speak to on an evening net. A gentleman called Paul, and a little bit, I can't think of his call sign at the moment, and a gentleman called Wojtek, Mike 7, Whiskey Foxtrot Golf. So, 7-3 for now, and as I said, lovely audio there, mate.
Yeah, thanks very much. Going to take the dog for a walk now. Probably be on DMR Talk Group 91 using my little budget Bofung 1702 that I've just bought, which I think is fantastic value for £39. So if you're on Talk Group 91, I'll be up there with my dog Mazzy, who's a border collie. So 7-3, take care, all the best. So I'll just quickly show you in dual mode.
Yeah, thanks.
Dual mode, look, on the B band, I've got my all-star node, which I key.
Nigeria Charlie Victor looking for 2 Whiskey 0 Foxtrot November.
You can control the volume separate. All-star node is analog, but you on this, the unusual thing about this radio, we are going for a walk with the dog, is you can actually receive 2 hotspots digital at the same time. So 7-3 off for a walk with the dog. All the best.
And avoiding added sugar. And it's very difficult. If you look at the list of ingredients on the packets and boxes and cans, etc., that you buy in the supermarket, they're really
station and excellent audio, brother. So don't change it. I can hear the little linear in the background. So you're doing a great job running an ICOM 7400. You know what I mean? Next year, hi. Take care, Bill. Have a great afternoon in beautiful Belgium. Bye-bye, Bill.
Bye-bye, 73. Thank you. It's been my pleasure, and I look forward to next time. Echo India 9, Oscar. Oscar, November 9. Charlie, Golf Bravo.
Mike 5, go ahead.
Mike 5, Echo Radio November 5 and 9. November 5 is Ernie, Echo Radio November, India Echo.
Yeah, very good, Ernie, and I like your call sign. Hi. Nice call sign. Congratulations, Mike 5 ERN. And hi, Ernie. In beautiful Newcastle Brown Ale, yeah, we know that. Here, a friend of mine actually is from there. He's living in Sweden now, but he is good.
Which is a good municipal one, is Ellesmere Port on the Wirral. That was a good one. I played another one on the Wirral. Forget where it was now. Hey, I tell you what though, I used to go to the driving range in Chester.
Charlie Lima is calling CQ. CQ calling CQ. Delta Juliet X. Charlie Lima. DJSL is standing by.
I predominantly wanted it for 80 and 40. I've got it resonant on 80 now in the sort of sweet spot where I like it in the SSB part, and it covers most of that, which isn't bad. 40, it's about 1.7, so I just stick the tuner on for that. 20, I shortened it recently actually to get it more into resonancy where I wanted it on 80 because it was just slightly out. It was a bit low on the band for me. And when I did that, I knew it was going to affect the other bands, and it did. So 20 and 10 now are knocked out. The SWR's about a 2 on them. Before I did that, they were both resonant, but 15 was slightly out, and 17 was close but no cigar as well. Like all under 2, but none of them really, down in the 1.1s or 1.2s or anything like that. So I just use the tuner. They're close enough not to that I'm not too worried about it. I just stick it into the tuner. But 80 where I
which is the 75th anniversary of Prey Valley Radio Society. A 20JQB GB75CV again.
M0FXB, Yaesu FT5, ICOM ID52. So we've got the 52 is receiving 2 hotspots. One on the A band, one on the B band. The FT5 is receiving my All-Star node on the A band, and on the B band, America Link.
Echo 0 Sierra Charlie Oscar. This is Mike 0 Romeo Kilowatts November. There you go, babe.
So that was Pi-Star coming in on the ID52.
Yeah, I copy on the first tomorrow night they'll be listening to it broadcast.
Now if we go single view.
I remember the voice. But I'm a bit lost.
That's reflector 1, Charlie.
You're coming through Super Radio 5. How do you copy?
Nice and clear. I'll show you the dashboard.
Charlie Alpha, Romeo, Indigo, Echo, the temperature's kind of falling a little bit up here. We're at 15 degrees today. It's still bright and sunny, but it's certainly cooling down. It's not as warm as it has been over the last few weeks. But there we go. It's down to
That's on Jumbo,
there,
Jumbo hotspot.
Sorry,
Now we're on our open spot 3, reflector 30.
It's obviously from China, I expect, aye. It's a mystery. The local stations that's coming through on this generally from stateside anyway, so I spoke with a guy over, he's living about 5 miles away from the repeater actually, and he said, no, I'm not too sure. He said, I'm not sure what the repeater seemed. He could have set the repeater up, but of course there's a lot of link stations now as well in the UK, and they're logging up to UK Unet or C2 UK, and goodness knows what altogether. So it's a job to know where all the activity is.
So I'll show you the dashboard for the open spot.
Yeah, a guy gave me a call yesterday. Most mornings talking about guys.
There you are, GW4PAF.
So we're on every morning.
Right, turn that down.
I had with him, so very keen.
And just show you the FT5. So we'll go A band. That's America Link. Let's get it back into C4FM. Actually, no, my All-Star node is on FM, so put that back to FM. No, let's turn that up. Can't hear anything on that one at the moment. Right, here's my Pi Star.
Sure is good to hear you. Hadn't talked to you in a while.
America
So
Link.
stay safe over there. Have fun. And stop by any time. Always good to hear from you. 9K2 FM, KZ4JON, Central Florida, USA. Take care, Ice. Talk to you again soon.
There you go.
Okay, John. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. For picking me up here like that.
There's my node back. Seems to have a permanent key on. So, not sure why. So anyway, we'll go back to B band.
Likewise, Ice. Have a good day. KZ4JON.
Go back. I'll just show you the scope on the 52, and then we'll end the video. So there's the scope there, and we'll turn it up.
People to hear him on 30 Charlie. He's called to please, just to see if they're hearing each other. We're only being there. His call sign is Golf 3, Whiskey, Bravo, Bravo, Golf 3, Whiskey, Bravo, Bravo, and it's Ted. Back around to you, John. Thank you.
And you go B band, and then Pi Star will come in.
It's actually one of my favourite modes on HF.
Let's get the scope on here as well.
Before the FPA, I was
There you go.
65 and Rippy, and what's the other one? GT65.
We've got these amazing modern radios out now.
I'm thoroughly enjoying FPA. I tend to operate more.
They do cost more, but you get more.
I've used various radios, but I find my 7300 and my 991 Alpha seem to be the easiest ones to use on the digi modes because you've got the inbuilt interfaces there, John. John, just give us a little setting. That's my front door. I'll be back in a minute.
So 7.3, all the best. M0FXB, welcome to my videos learning how to use the new Yaesu FT5DR. M0FXB, if you want to select voice wide on your Yaesu FT5, hold down menu, go to TXRX, then go to number 2 digital, and then number 4 digital, and you need to turn this on, so by default it's off. And then when you do this, back out, mode here, DN, voice wide, FM, If there's a line above it, it means it will auto switch. Now, if that was turned off, as in per default, that's turned off. Now, when you do mode, look, it's gone. No voice wide. 7-3, hope this helps. Mike 0, Fox X-Ray Bravo, ham radio, dial. 0FXB, just a quick one on how to change your step, your frequency steps on your Yaesu FT300. So if you turn the knob, we're changing actually at 6.25, I think. So all you do is to do this, just hold down the F button, go to config, select that with the large knob here if you want. And number 7 is step. And then you've got the auto. You could select auto, or you can just change it. See it at the top there? Different steps. You've got auto. I like 6.25. And then push the large button again. Back out of that. You're changing at that amount. And let's just quickly try a different one. Let's do 5. Back out, and there you are, changing at 5. So wait, 7-3, hope this. Mike 0, Fox X-Ray Bravo, ham radio, dial. M0FXB. So I was chatting to my friend Chris 2E0UKH the other day, and we're just talking about connecting to reflectors. And as you know, if you try and connect to reflector 1 Charlie with 2 separate hotspots, it will only let the first one in. So when I said to myself, well, does this happen on reflector 30 Charlie? So we've got the left radio is connected to reflector 30 Charlie. My right radio here, the ID52, is connected to 1 Charlie. So let's see if it will switch over. So what we'll do is select use reflector, link to reflector. We'll go to 30, and then we'll key the microphone.
Not linked.
Yeah, do you hear that? It says not linked, right? So let's try again.
Not linked.
Right, so I'm going to disconnect the open spot 3 from reflector 30. And then let's see if it will let me link then. We're back, and we've connected the Yaesu FT70 to a completely different reflector. I mean, I think we're on Brandmeister. It's on Brandmeister Talk Group 91. So now let's see if this will link. So let's key up like so. See if the 52 lets us link to reflector 30. Try again.
Yeah, we had.
There you are.
We were on the east side of that storm.
So straight away.
Probably. Is about
reflector 30 has allowed us to connect. So you basically can't connect to 2 reflectors from 2 different hotspots. So we probably knew the answer, but it was still fun doing it, and you get to see the FT70 side by side. I know they're not the same radio, but side by side with the Yaesu FT70 and ICOM ID52. 7-3, all the best. Mike 0, Fox X-Ray Bravo, ham radio, dial. FXB. So I had a good question come through from Chris 2E0UKH. So we've been looking into this one together just to remind ourselves. And it looks, the question is, see at the top here, it says use reflector, CQ, CQ, CQ. And then if you go to the 2, if you highlight the 2, going up or down, and push enter, and go to local CQ at the very top, you get CQ, CQ. So what's the difference? So I'll just highlight it again, go back down to reflector and select use reflector. It says use reflector, CQ, CQ, CQ. So what is the difference? Well, it's very simple. When it says use reflector, you are going to be connecting to your hotspot or even your local repeater that is connected to a reflector, like reflector 1 Charlie, reflector 30, etc. So that's what the use reflector means. Now, when you select and go to CQ, you can still use your repeater and your hotspot, but mainly in this case, I would say it would be for your local D-star repeater, and there may be a shift on the frequency, but you will just be heard by everyone that is listening on the same frequency as that repeater. So a bit like a normal analog repeater, but you're in digital, and you can talk to other users in the sort of area of the repeater, and you will have a chat. But your top section will be CQ. If the repeater keeper then goes, look, I'm now connecting it to a reflector using an MMDVM board, then you would have to change it to let's go down, reflector, use reflector. So that's the difference. So that, if I'm wrong, let me know, but as far as I can see, that's how I've made sense of it. So 7.3, all the best. M0FXB, welcome to my channel. So yeah, just looking at the Kenwood TH-D74 and the FT3D. We've also got the OpenSpot 3 here and the Jumbo hotspot MMDVM. This is the most common kind of hotspot that you would have. So on the left hand side, we're on the FT3, we're in dual mode here. We can go A and B, just pressing here, A, B. At the moment, the top is in DR mode, and to come out of that, you just literally press this button, and we're now just a dual receive radio, VHF, UHF. Now the Kenwood D74 does have HF as well, which is excellent. So looking at the FT3D, dual band VHF, UHF, C4 FM radio. The 74 is D-Star and DR mode. They both have full APRS, which works excellent. They both have SD cards. They both have Bluetooth. The 74, one of the plus things is that it will wirelessly, using Bluetooth, allow you to use the programming software wirelessly. Now, you can't do that with the FT3D. You need the SCU 19 or 39 cable, or you can use the SD card, which, like I said, they both have. Now, the FT3D does have a scope. So if you're in VFO mode and single mode, I think, you can do it dual mode. Then you can receive the audio as well. But anyway, so we'll go F like so, and then we'll go forward. That's the sub menu, and hit scope. So you have a scope. It's not the best scope, but it does work. Look, as you scroll through, and if we go to the station that's the frequency active now, which is 434, 450, it will all come to life. There you go. You can see the signals coming through. So I'm basically saying it has a scope. So let's back out of that. And then GPS wise, just hit display here and you get the GPS. So they both work well. GPS on this is turned off. So let's just push the hash and see if we get a lock there. So the OpenSpot 3 is a cross-moding hotspot. You know, you can hold it in your hand. It's got a built-in battery, has a USB-C type connector. It will do C4 FM, D-Star, DMR, NXDN, P25, everything. It's quite expensive, a good £250. A lot of the work is done by the server back, OpenSpot headquarters. This is more of a middleman, really, but it definitely works. Setup works on an IP address on your browser or your phone. It works well, but it's expensive. Now, these jumbo hotspots, these days, you can pick them up for £50, completely programmed with the image as an image on the SD card. So imagine that the SD card is like a hard drive. So you put the image on there, but they normally come with it now. And you can then connect via Wi-Fi, put into your, once you do need to drop in your username and password. You put that into a file using Wi-Fi Builder on the Pi-Star website. You basically creates a file with your username and password, and that goes on. You drop that onto the SD card using an adapter, put it into your computer basically, drop that file in, and then when you turn this on, type in Pi-Star with a slash, an angled slash, and it will find this way, and then you can then configure it. But that's not what this video isn't really about. That there is another option, which I'm going to make a separate video on altogether. You can actually buy a thing like this, which is a Wi-Fi to micro USB. So you'll plug that in here, like so, and then use a normal Ethernet connection and put that straight into your router, yeah? And then that way you won't have to drop in that file. It will just use your Ethernet connection, and I'll make a completely separate video on doing that. These are £3 or £4, so I think it's worth it. So anyway, so let's just see if I can remember some of the settings here. So if we go menu, and on this one we hold down the DISP. So there's your sort of menu. Now FT3D is touchscreen. The 74 has a full keypad. Let's have a look. So let's just go to APRS. There's a massive menu there for APRS. Here you touch the screen, or you can select using this button. Big menu for APRS. Very similar settings on both these radios. Let's go back to the main menu. Now remember that this is DR mode, so this is D-Star, it uses the DR mode, which looks like when you hold down, tap the digital, that's DR mode, and that's my hotspot coming through there, my Pi-Star. The FT3 uses C4FM, and it uses WiresX mode. You can get a cable that plugs in the side here, SCU 19 or 39, and you can see there's an SD card there as well. And then you get the WiresX PDN mode, which is full screen on your computer. Very good. Again, you've got all these flaps here on the side. Mic, speaker, SD card, DC supply. There. Oh yeah, micro USB, which is good. Works very well on most things. Now let's just show you how we get into HF on this. So we'll go to single mode by pressing F, then AB. We're in single mode. Then we'll go to B band, and we'll come out of memory by pushing number 1, which gets you in VFO mode. And look, straight away, obviously you need a good antenna. We're in HF mode, and if you want to change the mode, look, CW, FM, AM, LSB, USB. And you could, there's a setting to use the rubber duck, or there is an internal bar antenna. And this is just my all-star node. Now if I get this on the same frequency.
Okay. That started off as a double, but got the gist.
So at the moment you're hearing it on the 74.
Radio comms trainer.
Has a nice bassy speaker on the 74. The FT3, it's a bit tinny.
About it, I think there are certain times where if I was driving along using the fifth mic, it could very easily be argued that it was unused.
It's still, to me, very usable. If anything, it's got that sort of radio type sound that you expect. The bassiness of the 74, which is very nice, is you know, it's not. I think, yeah, it's a preference. You like it bassy, or you like it to sound like that old-fashioned radio sound. But they're both excellent. The functionality is amazing on the FT3D. It literally does so much. You know, group mode as well, and price-wise, that's the best value. £380. You'll get one of these second-hand for about £290, and it does everything. And the drop-in charger and the battery both work with the FT2D. So if you've got an FT2D and you want to change to an FT3, very easy to do that. There is free programming software for both of these radios. You get more free programming stuff, I would say, for the 74. You even get a control programming software for the HF part of the radio. You've got a sub menu, which is a digital menu here. Let's see if I can find it. You know, F digital. Got to remember how to get it. So we go A, F digital. There you are. They've got a digital function menu. So you can put the radio into data mode. Look, you can, instead of having to use DR mode, you can go into DV, digital voice mode, not use DR. You got the history there. Let's just keep going through. DR scan, never use that. Auto reply. They both voice record both these radios. Destination select. These are all, you know, D-star type settings, aren't they? But very good. And then you just got your normal menu, APRS, digital, FM broadcast radio. They both do that. I think on this one you just select it like that, basic settings, and then you just turn it on. So if you go back, there's your radio, like so. Now keep knocking over that poor open spot. On this one here, you just go F like that, and then go back. See, it says A dual. Just select A dual, and you are. Did I do it? Do it again. It's not letting me do it normally because it's on. It's maybe because it's already receiving. Let's come out of that frequency. No, it's not letting me do it, so I must be in a certain mode. Let's just go to AB. Let's try now. There you are, A dual. You've got broadcast radio there at the top. Look at that. That's like triple receive, isn't it? That's just, you know, how good is that? I think it's excellent. So I'm trying to think how I can show the APRS and the GPS stuff. I think we've got a lock now. Let's turn this down. Oh, I know how to do it with the FT3. You just push that and you tap the screen. So on this one, I've got to remember how you do it. No, it's been a while. It'll be one of these. So yeah, it's just been a while, so I literally can't remember. Let's just go to GPS here. GPS, my position. There's a position thing there. Go back. Operating mode. Let's come out of broadcast. It's got so much in this radio. Right, well, I think I've showed enough now anyway, so you get the idea. The D74 is a 550 quid radio, and as far as we know, it's been discontinued. But it's still an amazing radio, one of the, I'd say, probably the best handheld ever made. The FT3D, like I say, just under £400 brand new. Both going to give you hours and hours of fun. There's so much to do with these radios. So yeah, let me know what you think. You've got DTM, both do DTMF, Bluetooth, SD card, GPS, APRS. It just goes on and on. Dual band, dual. They can only receive digital on on one band at a time, A or B. You can't have simultaneous. Although it will receive them on both A and B, not at the same time, but it will do VHF, UHF at the same time, and VHF, VHF, UHF, UHF at the same time. So you've got a full keypad here with the 74, of course. So 7.3, thanks for watching, all the best.
FXB, if you want to do an all reset on your Yaesu FT5, and this will wipe everything like it's brand new, you have to hold F menu, A, B and band at the same time whilst turning on. So we'll turn it off. And it's quite tricky with the camera. I'll try. Use 1, 2, 3 fingers and then turn it on. Made a do-do-do. And then you've got the selection here. So we'll do, that's it. And straight away it's going to ask for your call sign. Just like so. Make sure you put a 0 if you're a 0, not a O. F, X, B, and then that's push F, go back. There, I held down F menu, and here we are, completely blank, no memories in there at all, apart from the default ones. 7.3.